Success in any area or situation is not the absence of obstacles or challenges, but persistence through it all. So don't worry about what you're facing today. It's to shape you for a better fit for tomorrow. More often than not, you will not be able to control everything in the world around you, but for sure you can control how you react toward it. You can start in your mind, then follow on with your actions. Listen carefully to the following story to understand the benefit of doing the best you can to keep your mind in a stable state no matter what you're going through. There was a man once imprisoned in a lonely place for a long time. To keep his mind from going crazy, he started to play his favorite game called chess in his head year after year. Later on, when he was out, released from the prison, he became a minister. One day, his country hosted a world chess game competition. All the best players from different places around the world was in the country. Just for fun, that minister asked the best player of that time to play with him. Guess what? The minister beat him. You get the point? He didn't beat him because he was in the country's chess team at that time. He did win because of what had been engraved in his mind a long time ago from so much mind practice and determination. That shows the power of visualization. What you see and plan in your mind and put action behind it could be a key to your success. Visualization is one of the best disciplines you can use before you start any project. The best way to use visualization and benefit from it is to collect all information available in regard to the project you want to pursue and ahead of time decide step by step how to follow on. In all, avoid to focus on the past, but follow the road to the future you want. As the saying, your wish is my command. It's more like where you put your mind, your effort and action must always follow. They must go together because plans without action behind them will be useless. Work hard toward your plans and never forget to put excitement and joy along with it. Courage is always the key in any journey you may pursue. Remember, big success doesn't just fall from the sky. It comes along with big challenges. So no matter what, refuse to give up. Instead, stand strong on your plans to the point where any failure or challenges that comes your way act like a push you need to work harder. Discouragement acts more like adding fuel to your spirit and makes you determined that giving up is not even an option. Yes, there may be many setbacks and much challenges to the point you feel like you cannot go on anymore. But don't shift your focus on that. Look back to correct what needs to be corrected and changed, but still remain focused on your set target, on what you are working toward, on what you want to accomplish. Get your body with full energy to work together with your mind to overcome any challenges that always try to come in the way. Don't let anything stop you until you reach your set target. As the saying, all roads lead to Rome. This saying came from the Roman Empire, referring to how there were so many connections of roads that lead directly to the capital city. But figuratively, it means that all actions, like all those different roads, when you don't give up, eventually you reach to where you want to be. No matter how hard or how many setbacks you face, when you don't give up, you end up to a set target or accomplish even more than your original set target. If the first, second, or more try fails, try again. See a good example of how determination and hard work pays off soon or later from the story of Colonel Sanders. the founder of KFC, one of the American fast food restaurants that have grown and extended to so many different countries in the world. Colonel Sanders lost his father at age 6, and that forced him to start having responsibilities from a young age. At that age, he started taking over responsibilities and looking after his siblings as their mother was busy earning their living. After so, he dropped out of school, left his home, and ended up joining military school for a year. After military school, he worked in so many different companies where he mostly did not live on good terms, but he never gave up. After failing in many different jobs, he started selling fried chicken from the roadside restaurant and eventually bought even a motel nearby. Unfortunately, his motel burned down along with his chicken restaurant. As he was a man of determination, he rebuilt up his motel and continued working. Later on, when he decided to franchise his restaurant, he was rejected so many times to the point many people in his place would give up, but not him. He never gave up trying until his recipe was accepted. After so many setbacks and failures, Sanders succeeded and even expanded his company internationally and continued to grow to the point it became too big for him to manage and sold it out for a fortune. So whatever challenges you may be facing, remember, there is always another chance. Get back to your plan again, reevaluate and do more study about your project. And if necessary, it's okay to make changes and go on again. But giving up should never be an option. Once you start putting your set plan into action, don't listen to those who try to go in your ears to discourage you. Stay determined. By the end, they will be surprised looking up to you after you have reached your set target and even more. So never focus on your challenges. Instead, focus on your goals, on the opportunity you have in front of you. If you're working with others, through it all, encourage and appreciate them. Let your work environment always be filled with positive spirit, compassion, and empowerment, or to create a suitable working environment for you and your work teams or employees. No matter your calling or where you choose to focus for your work, anything can be possible if you are willing to work hard and believe in yourself. Anytime you feel discouraged because of the life setbacks, remember the story of that man who became a minister, how he survived in prison, and why later on he did win that chess game. See how the founder of KFC restaurant, despite all of his barriers, he created one of the most popular fast food restaurants in the world that is still hitting even today. You can do it too. What all successful people have in common is determination and persistence. What is stopping you now? If not yet, start today. Never let anything or anyone intimidate you to the point of giving up. Follow your plans, follow your dreams, and keep your willpower by resisting short-term temptation to better meet your long-term goals.